Okay, as you can see by my background, which looks so awful, we're at part 2 of my plants are struggling. So I showed you guys in the last video, I'll have it linked down below in case you haven't seen it, but I showed you guys in the last video my little IKEA cabinet. And today we're gonna be talking about this shelf, which honestly my plants aren't struggling as much on this shelf because I can't fit as many. Maybe I can. Oh, it's because the entire top shelf is orchids, so I pretty much only have 2 shelves now. I'll show you what I mean, to fit plants on. So the only reason that they're not struggling as much is because there's not as many plants. It's also a mess, as you can see. I have literally a pile of dead leaves right there. That whole entire bucket is filled with dead leaves. So just ignore that, and I'm gonna clean it in a separate video, and in a separate video everything's gonna be a lot better. So I just need to release these one at a time for my sake of sanity. Okay, here we are. Most of these plants look really good. The one that catches my eye firstly of like struggling the most is my anthurium, which looks really bad. Honestly, this isn't from the whole rain situation. This is from my lack of care. So I find it like this plant has to be watered kind of a lot, and when it puts out these little fingers, like you can see right here, the tips brown really easily. Like you can see plenty of examples of that happening. But I need to remove these 2 leaves. Let me see if I can do it right now, actually. Yeah, see, back into the pile. So we've got that going on. Oh, but I really want to show you guys this because this is very exciting for me. I know it doesn't look good right now. I don't even know if you can see what's going on, but I removed the shelf right here. I removed the shelf and I found this like glass in my house. I was trying to use this one, which is from the IKEA cabinet, because it comes with glass shelves, but I took them out and I used not glass instead. So I tried to use that one, but it doesn't fit. This one, on the other hand, though, it fits, not perfectly, but it's really stable, which I like. And now I have space for my bigger plants, which is so super exciting. So this is my Thai constellation, and if you remember, it used to be like cramped in my in my little greenhouse cabinet, and now she's thriving. She has so much space to spread out. It's very exciting. I don't know if you can tell, but these leaves are a little bit yellowed, and that's because it was really close to the lights, like literally almost touching the lights in the cabinet. So now it has space to grow. And hopefully it'll put out a new leaf soon, but it's been putting out a ton of roots for some reason at the top, and I'll usually like grab a piece of like bark or something and put it on top of it to cover it up, but I don't know, they just keep poking through, so I don't really know what's going on there, but that's happening. And that also means that I have a spot to hang my little anthurium. Honestly, dude, I was so freaking proud when I thought of doing this. I put a little hanger and it's hanging from up there. So it's hanging all the way down here. And it used to live in my cabinet, but then the leaves got way too long. So I don't know if you can see, they're very long now. There was nowhere for me to hang it, so I started keeping it above my bed, which is all it has for light is a north-facing window. That's not even like, it doesn't even get all the light that you can get because there's a tree in front of it. It wasn't growing very well, and now I put it here. I hope it's gonna grow better. It's not growing as quickly as it was when it was growing in my cabinet, so it's definitely, it needs more humidity, but I can't really give that to it right now. And got some struggling, oh my gosh, this one. Do you see this spot right here? That is from this plant. I don't know what the heck went on, but a leaf just like melted, like literally melted, fell off, and it was like dripping onto there. So that was crazy. I've never seen that before. But this plant I also left out. It got a little bit burned in the sun. I don't know if you can see, but the texture is a sunburn here. It had some new, I think this was the new leaf that was unfurling when I left it outside in the sun, in the rain on accident. Poor little baby, but it's okay. It's putting out a new leaf. I'm worried about all of the plants that I left out there because I don't know if their new leaves are gonna come out. Like this one, I don't know if you can notice, but it looks a little bit brown, and that's how some of the leaves on my other plants look as well. So it's very, like, I don't think good is gonna come from that. And I might end up getting like a new shoot, because you know how when you propagate a plant, it grows like a shoot off the node? So if a leaf dies like that, it doesn't keep growing from that node too, it just does another shoot off. So I'm afraid that's gonna happen, but I have my lower light plants in there. Need to take off these dead leaves. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to keep lower light plants under here because I need to remove the grow lights from the old shelf, and I need to put them up here so there's more light. So there's not a lot of light that comes down here. I also have been keeping my propagations up here because, I don't know, my thought process is that they're really compact and they're in clear cups. So hopefully some light can get down here. So I also have my Raven ZZ, which is putting out a ton of new growth. I think it needs to be watered actually. And yeah, I just love that I could fit bigger plants in here now. You can see my Verrucosum is also growing very tall, but it's not growing healthily, I don't think, because this leaf is like really curled and I don't know why. It also was a sacrifice to the rain. And then this, I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was trying to get cute, so I put some moss in here, and I put some, because I have a bunch of clovers growing around, so I just put it in here trying to make it like a cute moment, but I didn't water it often enough because moss needs to be like super wet to keep growing. So it just looks like this now. I'm probably gonna try and save it because it looked really cute. But honestly, I should probably be using this pot for like a plant. I just noticed this needs to be watered, so I'm gonna... My mom also got me these little cute stands, so I'm gonna see where I can fit them on here. Like hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I'll come up with something, but I think like there's not much suffering from this shelf like I mentioned earlier. I need to stake my raft because look at this growth. I literally chopped it. You can see it was chopped here because it kept putting out runners, and now it's not putting out runners. But this leaf is smaller than this one, so I need to stake it up. It's very prudent that I do that soon. But look at my poor little African violets. These are the first African violets that I got, and this is how I treat them. They're really thirsty. I'm planning on reviving one of them, and I saved the African violet wrappings that I got from one of the ones I recently bought, because these are kind of plain to me, and I have two of them, so I want to give one away and keep one. One of these was a clearance plant that I saved, so I want to keep the clearance one. I can tell by the pot. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's not the clearance plant, so that's the clearance one, so I want to save that one and then revive this one to look like a new plant. And then surprise, surprise, but my Stromanthi's still alive. I cannot believe it. I'm gonna try and actually take care of it. Look at all this dust. That's another reason why I put my plants outside in the rain instead of catching the water, because they were getting dusty and I wanted the rain to wash off the dust. As you can see, this plant didn't go out into the rain, which was probably good for it, honestly, in the long run. So yeah. Oh, also, something cool is that This, I don't know if you've seen the video of my Maranta that I saved, but this is it now. And it's absolutely freaking massive. This is a mask, by the way. I really need to clean, as you can see. But look how freaking huge it is. It's taking up so much space. So that's one good thing. Yeah, but the only thing is I haven't been watering it often enough, and now it's getting crispy tips, which I don't love. And it's sitting on top of my humidifiers. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna organize and clean this up. Also, this up here, like I said, it's just all of my orchids, and I bought a ton of orchids, so there's not really much room left on here. And I have a lot of orchid content that I'm about to shove down your throats. I don't know why, but I'm trying to like force you guys to become orchid lovers with me. We need to love orchids together. But that's pretty much it. Pretty good looking, like definitely not as bad as the other shelf, but I actually did, I put most of the plants back into this shelf, like where they're gonna live for the most part. I do need to organize a little bit, but this is the other shelf after me, like after I organized it and everything, so it does look better. And then I also gathered all of my jewel orchids here because they all need to be, oh my gosh, there's so many fungus gnats. They all need to be revived. So I was thinking of putting them in one of those little IKEA greenhouses, like the little baby ones. I never wanted one, but I think that would be the perfect thing for these orchids, jewel orchids. That's pretty much it. Take a good look because it's gonna look a lot better. Like, I don't know why that random picture is there, but it's gonna look better soon, okay? And then also, after I posted my video, a lot of you guys were telling me that you have done the same thing, and I feel so much better because I felt really bad for doing it. And then also, a lot of you guys were like telling me spring is coming, like reminding me spring is coming. So it was a really good reminder to hear spring was coming. And I was thinking about it, and I think plants that live outside, like bushes, like hedges and stuff, get trimmed, like a hard trim during the winter time because spring is right around the corner. And then in the spring, they're all gonna grow back beautifully shaped and bushy. I could definitely be wrong about this, but I have learned my lesson, and I'm not taking my plants outside for the rain anymore. I think what really got them was how cold it was and the amount of rain. Someone used the word waterlogged, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is exactly what it was. It was waterlogged because it wasn't root rot. But still, it was a big issue. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see specifically, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.